Hello, and welcome back. So, a little change of pace. I've also been writing a children's story. My daughter, Sophie, hi, was a little bit miffed that she can't read any of the rest of my fiction because it is not age appropriate. So, I have had an idea for a children's story for a little while, and this is. I'm going to narrate it in sections as I go. It's got Daoist philosophical themes, and it's about awesome animals. Let's get going. So, welcome to the 5-animal play. We start with a little quote from Lao Tzu, the old master. A good traveller has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever he wants. A good scientist has freed herself of concepts and keeps her mind open to what is. Chapter 1. A clever monkey. Many years ago, in a land not so far away, there lived 5 animal lords. There are, of course, many other animals. Many even other noble animals such as these, but our story concerns only these 5. These 5 were special because they embodied the very best of their particular animal nature. There was Lord Tiger, who was fierce and strong, but was also quiet and stealthy. Lady Crane, who was fast and agile, yet could soar all day on the south winds. There was King Snake, who was patient and poisonous, and able to strike without a moment's notice. Queen Turtle, who was long-lived and deep breathing, wise and calm, whose shell was so strong that nothing could pierce it. Last of all, there was Monkey, the most cunning and brilliant mind that the world had yet seen. Monkey had shown his people how to dig up roots, to sift through sand with water to find seeds, and how to use sticks to catch ants from their nest. Monkey could not decide on a title. His people had called him Chief, but he did not like it very much. For the time being, he thought, I shall just go as Monkey. Then when a name that seems right occurs to me, I can choose that. He thought himself very clever for thinking up this approach, as he often tended to think of himself these days. There was another thing that was concerning Monkey, and it was a big deal for him, and he thought it should be a big deal for the other animals too. Last year had been a hard year for all the animals. There was little rain, it seemed colder than usual, and the flowers did not come at the right time. All this meant that there were fewer younger monkeys running around this year, and several of the older monkeys had passed in the winter. This made Monkey very sad. He knew that young mothers who could not feed their children, and old fathers who were not strong enough to stand against the cold. Monkey sat down and said to himself, there must be a way to make this better. His thoughts wandered to each of the other animals. He thought of Queen Turtle. She had not been affected this year. Last times the heads of the animals met, she said how the sea was deep and rich, and not changed in the same way as the other animals were on land. Some years when Monkey and his family had plenty, she had swum into the bay looking thin and tired. So Monkey considered this again, and thought, Queen Turtle lives in a separate place from all the other animals. She does not compete with Lady Crane for nest sites in trees, or have to worry about Lord Tiger hunting her old or weak. She really is a queen, because she has a domain. If each animal had its own land, we could survive better when the years are hard. Now, the astute reader will notice that Monkey has made a fatal error. He does not know of sharks and other great predators of the deep that are just as strong as Tiger is on land, if not stronger. But Monkey has never been in the sea. So our clever monkey has made a small mistake. But his reasoning is still pretty good. If each animal has a domain, they would compete less. So we should give him some credit. So, Monkey, thinking himself very clever, even though he knows nothing of sharks, set off to see the other animal lords for their annual meeting. He was convinced that this year he would be hailed as a hero for his brilliant plan. So off he swung through the forest. Monkey was very nimble and enjoyed to swing from branch to branch. It was a pure and simple pleasure that all monkeys enjoy, and for the moment it kept him thinking about the meeting and his rather big plans.